When a legend said, Tae is Jungkook's muse, they weren't lying. When fans say that Taehyung is Jungkook's muse, it sounds poetic, almost like a line from a love story. But sometimes, reality is even more magical than fiction. Recently, a moment captured in the middle of a bustling crowd has proven just how deep and genuine their bond runs. Jungkook, amidst a sea of people, focused solely on filming his cutie boo, Kim Taehyung. What unfolded next shook fans to the core and made headlines across fan communities worldwide. In a world filled with flashing cameras and endless attention, Jungkook chose only one subject to focus his lens on: Taehyung. The way his gaze followed Taehyung wasn't just casual. It was deliberate, intimate, and overflowing with admiration. Fans immediately recalled the famous line, "Tae is Jungkook's muse." And at that very moment, it was undeniable. In the middle of the crowd, Jungkook didn't care about being surrounded by thousands. His camera, his eyes, and his heart were locked onto one person only. The video quickly spread online, and armies around the world couldn't stop replaying it. Some fans described the scene as romantic beyond words, while others simply cried, overwhelmed by the raw affection displayed. The word muse carries so much weight. It signifies inspiration, admiration, and the kind of presence that makes life itself brighter. For Jungkook, Taehyung embodies all of that and more. Every move Taehyung makes seems to spark something in Jungkook, whether it's a smile, a laugh, or a song. And in this moment, holding his phone to record, Jungkook wasn't just documenting. He was cherishing. The crowd could have been deafening, but for Jungkook, it felt like silence. Because when Taehyung is around, the rest of the world fades away. The angle, the effort, and the sheer concentration he poured into filming spoke volumes. It wasn't just about capturing a video. It was about preserving a memory, a piece of Taehyung that Jungkook wanted to hold on to forever. Fans couldn't help but notice how natural it all seemed. There was no hesitation, no second thought. Jungkook simply followed his instinct. And that instinct led him straight to Taehyung. The scene almost looked cinematic. A lone figure in the middle of chaos, choosing love over everything else. Armies across the globe reacted with pure emotion, flooding social media with clips, edits, and heart-wrenching captions. Taekook is real, trended within minutes. Others wrote, find someone who looks at you the way Jungkook looks at Taehyung. The phrase became a mantra, repeated endlessly as the video gained traction. But what makes it even more moving is that this wasn't staged. There was no performance, no audience in mind, just Jungkook being himself. And being himself meant admiring Taehyung in the most tender, unguarded way. When you think of the word muse, you think of artists, painters, poets, and dreamers who find their inspiration in someone extraordinary. For Jungkook, Taehyung is all of that and so much more. He's the melody that lingers, the image that captivates, the presence that transforms ordinary moments into art. Even fans who aren't usually emotional admitted that this clip brought them to tears. Because it wasn't just about friendship. It wasn't just about admiration. It was about something deeper. The trust and comfort between them radiated like sunlight breaking through clouds. It reminded fans of countless other times Jungkook had quietly watched over Taehyung. From award shows to concerts, from behind-the-scenes clips to casual lives, Jungkook's eyes have always found Taehyung. And this time was no different, only more powerful because of how raw and unfiltered it felt. The clip itself is short, but the emotions it carries are endless. Every frame feels like a love letter, silently written by Jungkook through his lens. For fans, it was proof that legends are sometimes made of the smallest gestures. And that when someone said, Tae is Jungkook's muse, they weren't exaggerating. They were telling the truth. This single moment has now been etched into ARMY history, a memory that fans will treasure forever. Because at the end of the day, what Jungkook showed the world was simple yet profound. In a sea of people, his heart only beats for Taehyung. One clip, one look, one muse, and the world was reminded of just how special Tae and Jungkook's bond truly is. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates about Taehyung and Jungkook. See you in the next video?